Hi, good evening, everyone. I'm just getting ready, sharing the link. Give me one moment. I'll be there in 2 minutes. All right, I'm almost ready. Hi, Gopal. Hi, Shri. Hi, Devin. Long time. I didn't see you for quite a long. Hi, Shri. Hi, Uttam. Hi, Nagraj. Hi, Ryan. Hi, JK. Hi, Surya. Good evening, everyone. Hi, Jess. Yes, Jess, I've been feeling better. I needed some sleep. I've been struggling with some sleep, so doing much better. All right, so we are on time. Market just made a new high for the day and they bounced really strong. So let me just start with the scans for inside days. I go see hi Vivek, hi Satya, hi Amy, hi Rajesh. We all missed you, Devin, here. So let's start from the inside days. We have UPS. I need to close this. So many Excel sheets I have. So let me just remove this. Inside days is UPS, Netflix, the Target, Snow, and I'll be. So ENPH is positive. It posted the result. It's already 165, so there's no need here. So I'll get rid of ENPH. I want to bring in Snow. BA is there. I want to bring in Target instead of CVS. I have to figure out what's there for Target. So we have PS, no. B and Netflix already have inside days. So it almost did 394 for last 2 days. So I'm just taking that into consideration. Snow has inside day. Okay. All right. So I'm pretty much ready. I go see. CMG could go. CMG, sure. I'll make a check on CMG. CMG. All right. So let me get started with ES. ES is, as I said last night, ES is trying its best to get back to 45-20 area, and it did that. And why I said so, again, it tested 44.58. Again, we are making dodgy, and edgy. So market is confused at this time where it needs to go. Right now, it's forming a base here. And usually when you have longer time spent over an area, you tend to break out from that area or you break down. Right now, looking at the market, we are basing higher. We have recaptured the 12 EMA, we are going towards 45.81, 45.50 area. And CPI numbers, they will decide the market going forward. If CPI is bad or higher, then expect hike up to 0.5, not 25, 0.5 or 50 basis points. Angel, I've been burned really badly today in Google. I bought a day high, sold a day low, and then it went up. So we'll talk about Google. It's pretty bad. I've been following one trade per day strategy for last 16 days, and today was the first day where I messed up. I did 2 trades, and the second was on Google, and I don't know. We'll talk about that when we come to Google. So coming to ES here, ES will hold 45.20 now. And again, remember, all these Fibonacci's are there from very long time. I have not changed anything, and they are being respected. So it means they are placed really well. Now 45.80 will be an area where it's gonna make or break. If CPI is lighter, meaning CPI is lesser than what is expectations, we might have 4668 coming to us. If CPI is higher, we are going down, and this time we'll go down almost here to test this area. We'll not go in a straight line, we'll go step by step, day by day, but CPI is going to be a very big role here. And remember, Fed money is still there, which is now $60 billion per month. Once it is done, you'll have one last quarter of $30 billion in before 15th of March, and that's it. So this needs to go before 15th of March. So it will have some cushion to the market, plus ECB's 60 billion euros as well. So 120 billion euros are available for the market to bring it or make it higher. And that would be, in my belief, the last time we see these high levels. After that, we'll see reasonable decline. So probably in next 1 week, we can be really bullish if CPI numbers are weak. After that, we need to turn back. 4668, I have 100% doubts it will not be an easy obstacle to cross. So right now I'm super positive. So ES finally came here above. So now I'm making it positive instead of calling it neutral. It's been trading in this range for quite some time, at least 2-3 days. Also, as I showed you Heikin-Ashi, which I'm also referring to check the trend. And this is Heikin-Ashi. And in the last 30 minutes, if you see this, it captured the 12 EMA and it went on and on. It tested the 34, where I got busted in Google. And then it just regained it, went up and up and up and up and up. It never looked back. So Heikin-Ashi is showing you a clear trend, which is positive. Try to use it. It's really helpful. All right, in terms of ES, we are right here. This is Heikin-Ashi or ES. Let me go back to normal. This is normal one. So here we have a base and a bounce. Captured 12 EMA, closed above it, closed right on the 45.20 area. So 45.20 area is very tight stop loss. Target is 4549. Most likely we're going to hit 45481. I am 70% bullish here. If we fail 45.20, go sell this. If you lose 45.20, just sell it. It's a blind sell from there on. It's still the infraction. Okay, so 70-30 bias is towards. Srini, the difference is how the candles are represented. Haikuneshi uses not the high lows, it uses the average of previous highs lows. So it's a formula based on which it displays the color. Normal candle just considers open, high, low. So the representation in Haikuneshi is a little different. You can read about it. It's pretty simple, but pretty meaningful and useful. If anybody is using, they can also share their views on that. QQQ. So today I even went long in QQQ at 356, 357 area, which was right here. But it's struggling again with this down channel. It's not able, if I expand it. Look here, it's struggling here, 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 here. So if it crosses 361, boom, it goes. It will not stop. It will hit 366, it will hit 369. It will try to regain 34 EMA. Plus, it's an outside or bullish engulfing. So it's a positive setup as well. Okay, so I am bullish here with bullish engulfing. Ignore those pyramids. Again, positive, buy above 361. 366 is the target, which is this one, 23.6 Fibonacci, 369.52. 69.52. 70% bullish, 30% bearish on this one. Sell below 350, the targets are still the same. There's nothing here. Going to NQ. Akiva, like you can trade Oxy for oil or MRO if you want to. Commodities like for silver, you have SIB or SIL. For gold, you have Nugget. There are ETFs which are defined. You can use them for your commodity related trades. Otherwise, you can always use mini or like micro futures. They are lots, much smaller. So NQ, again, exactly the similar structure with respect to QQQ. I'm just going to, yes. Bullish engulfing, recapture 12 EMA, should go above this area. 14,838 is really important. Everything is same here, level wise. 1438, and this one should be green. And it also recaptured EMA. Here also 12 EMA recapped. Stop loss is just 15,750, which is right there. 14,850. Target is 15,143. 15,150. And roughly here 15,800, 600. Yep. It's a very high possibility that NQ breaks out above 15,850. Let it give a strong close above 15,850. It will definitely give you a move towards 15,150. So don't feel missed out. You'll still have 300 points, even if it opens above 15,850. Short, 15,750 is your point. You just need to sell from there, and targets are 14,450, 14,125. 14,450 or 350? 14,450. So as of now, I am bullish. And why I'm bullish on NQ and QQQ? Apple was showing strength. Amazon was showing strength. Microsoft was showing strength. And Tesla was also showing strength along with Nvidia. So they have a reasonable contribution in the component size of all these indexes. So if they are moving up, the index will move up, and there's no point fighting the index. So Baba again came in the buying area tonight. It really well. It's kind of recaptured the 12 EMA, and if I go to Heikineshi just to check the trend, because it's broken here, it's kind of making inside day on Heikineshi. Okay, and there's a good gap here today, which it created from yesterday's close. Now, if that gap is held, which is around 119, it should move up towards 123, 132. It has earnings coming next week, and I am pretty much bullish because all the negative news in Baba are out. So I'm bullish. I want to update the stop loss 119.5. I'll buy near 122, 121 to 122 area. Target is 125. Because it has struggled in 120, 126, 126 area and 132. And gap is still held here in case of Baba. Apple showed significant strength after a few days of consolidation. See, it's consolidation here. It's holding 172 on the closing basis, and now it came above the 23.6 Fibonacci. Right here. So this looks really good, but this is Heikineshi. Let me just convert this into, so trend wide it is consolidating. And this is really bullish engulfing, going up here, showing me strength. Trend is positive. We are good. So above 175, we should see 173 is 23.6 Fibonacci. So this should become a stop loss. Let me clear this. Apple now is in positive. 173.5 is the stop loss. 177 is the target. 177 and 180. Again, Apple and Microsoft were the two best stocks which gave the numbers really good. So I wanted to buy it at 168. It never came, and it's also making inverted head and shoulders, which is roughly ready. If you see here, it's right there. So it is ready for a very big move. And if Apple is moving, you cannot fight the trend. Just making things clear. So Apple, it's inverted head and shoulders, done, and 180 should be there. With inverted head and shoulders, I am much more positive. It's 70%. I don't want to sell this. I'm going to buy above 175. It closed at 174. I want to buy above 175. And let me make it green. And see why I am getting positive. Now, Apple, I showed you inverted head and shoulders showing strength. It's the highest component in these three. So if it moves with strength, these three will move. So, and next one is Amazon, and third one is Microsoft. If these three move, you cannot fight index because they will make it move higher. Amazon, I missed out totally today. It's my bad. I wanted to go long as soon as 31.36, but I don't know what I did. I messed it up. So now 31.80 is your stop loss because that's the regression channel. It has to go up and fill all the gaps which it has created. Now there's no gap on the downside, which is no, there's this gap once it opened. So till the moment it's coming here, 32.60 I think can easily be tackled. It's gonna hit 3400 after that. So 32.60. 3400. I don't have anything else here in between. Move continuation. And it's a buy above. Again, when market opens, buy out 32.50 or buy 32.50. 32.90. Let's take it 32.90. I remember 32.90 used to be a struggling point here. Yeah, 32.90 and 33.20. Sorry. It has potential to move. Again, Amazon did not make a good ER. It's just getting the positive momentum. I have no idea why, but it is. Microsoft, I am turning into neutral. Microsoft has been basing around 298. If you see right here, 298, it's holding. And in terms of price action, it's definitely making inside days, but the volume needs to show. Right now, it's respecting this trend line pretty strongly. So I'll be bullish about the 12 EMA, which is 305. And again, it's a sell below. Now targets will change. 300. It's buy above 305. It's inside day. 12 EMA recap should, and stop loss is this. Target is 308. 310.33. I remember these numbers properly. 10.33. Yep. 308. 310.33. 311 if you want to go higher. But that's fine. Tesla. Again, like all these stocks are making a base. The longer you're consolidating, the stronger you're going to be breaking out. So Tesla, it's trying to hold to this 12 EMA right here. Now 12 EMA must be recaptured, and 929 is a very tough area for Tesla. I think it's going to capture tomorrow. So 929 is the inflection number. It also is an inside week. So I'll be a buyer above 929, keeping 925 as my stop loss. My target is 971. And 1,750. And I'm much more bullish on Tesla. Trend-wise, I'm choosing it to go positive on Tesla because this was the first stock which was turning bullish in today's market. So I'm really, really positive here on Tesla. UPST. UPST is also making a bullish engulfing, and it's a very big mover. I want to jump into UPST. It's again basing here. If all these tech stocks are strong tomorrow, they might give you 5 to 7% move very easily. So I want to buy above 102. Because I'm still neutral, it has to recapture this. And stop loss will be 96.650. Target is same 113, 122. And it can give you all these targets very easily. It's been like my recommendation for this. UPST. I'm positive here. Roadblocks has been moving up. But I don't want to trade Roblox. I want to bring in one more stock, MU. It's one of my favorite stocks. It is coming back after basing and all the, if you see, it's not a clean inverted head and shoulders, but it is inverted head and shoulders. I saw this, so I wanted to bring this in. 83, 84, target is 88. And this gives you good moves. So instead of Roblox, I'm jumping into MU. Welcome to Rukal's Roadblocks as earnings. So MU buy near 84, 25, 83, 85, 85, 50, which is the 34 EMA, and 87, 80. I would say I'll go for 89 direct. Roblox has ER, so I'm not jumping in, but I'm positive on Roblox. Just to let you know. I'll do this at the later end because there's so many stocks we need to cut down as well. I'll cut down on XLE and Sophie for now. Let me just delete that. Banks I wanted to do, but they're already up. There's no point talking about them. Boeing, I'm positive. Boeing has been framing really, really good. You see, it's baselining really, really good here. And this morning stock continuation, it's consolidation and the trend is breaking out plus inside day. So tomorrow, if it goes above 214.50, it's a blind buy. It's a blind buy and it can give you some serious returns. I have a target of 1891, 223. And you can see all these targets tomorrow. Let me make it 219. It's 70%. So wherever I'm 70%, I'm super sure, or I'll be picking up. Kumar, it's a sympathy play. If you want to play anything else, it's your choice. I try to focus on things which I know or I can see. So Nvidia, similar to all the chip stocks, it's holding well, basing well, capture 12 EMA, making a bullish engulfing. EMA has recaptured it. Now look for 258. Now in this case, stop loss is 245, which is the 12 EMA. Buy near 253, 255. Target is 259, 258, and 270. I'll not be surprised if we hit 270 tomorrow on Nvidia. I'm just letting you know. I will not be surprised. Google, I messed this up. This will go up. Like I had calls and everything today, but I messed it up. We want to buy this about 28.20. That's it. If it goes about 28.20, go for it. 28.20, it will give you 28.48, 28.97. That's it. That is in Google, its trend is going to change. It has filled the gap today. And again, if you look at the long-term trend line, it was rejected from here, again rejected, again rejected. Now it needs to, it has just tested all the support. Now it should test all the resistances going forward. GV dropped. I don't see a rising wedge. If you want to call this rising wedge, it's okay, but let's check much more here on the volume. See, rising wedge, the volume is also declining. If it was ascending wedge like this, then I would have taken that as bearish. Right now, it's not crossing here and it's not giving or making new lows. So for that reason, I'm positive. If it was higher volume here, yes, I would have taken that negative. But as of now, I am bullish on Tesla. Coming back to Google. So Google has to hold this area 2780, 2770. It regained here 2780 is 34 EMA. So I think above this 2815, 2820, it should be a very good mover. We'll talk when I'll share the link. You can come and explain me what you want to say. Shoot up. AMD, again, like it's running. AMD, it's pretty bullish. 130, it's captured 34. So moving on to a firm AMD. So now let's define the stop loss here, which is 127. 127. And you see it came to 119, 120 area. And from there, it's moving towards 130. So 130 is first target. 138.80. 130. Let's stick with 134. Add near 128. 129. A firm. Let me remove the volume. A firm is consolidating really well. It's consolidating really well in this area, 63 to 65. So the trade setup is this. This is 38.2%. Target is about 78 here, 76, which is testing the 34 EMA. And it's kind of roughly making a W pattern, which is bullish. I wanted to regain 69 once. If it does, it's really great. It has earnings as well. And I'm expecting some reasonable moves in this. So now I will make the stop loss to 63. Buy above 66. Target is 69, which is right there, and 76. Netflix inside day. Netflix, I was looking into Netflix today. Again, it's kind of forming the base like 394. It's holding that. It's not giving back. So if It holds 398 now. This area is 398.99 because it has done all these levels. If it does, I'm still neutral on Netflix. If it does 398, I have a target of 421 on Netflix. And I want to buy this above 410. And 410, 428. Still 60% here. And in DA, I would like pretty much confident it can even do 80%. Target has an inside day, but it's a very slow mover. It's struggling with long-term decline. And it's also making a base here, 210. So if 210 is held, you can see 216. Again, I'm making it neutral. It's an inside day target. Two 10 is the area target is 216 and 220. %60. Like it will not be one of my charts. It has inside day, so I'm picking it up. That's the only reason. And I would love to buy this above 213.50. Not have a single sell as of now. Lulu, I don't want to do Lulu. It's consolidating really, really well. And it's showing me a bull flag right now. It needs to go above 334. I really don't want to trade Lulu or target. Buy above 334 with a stop loss of 332.50. Target is 346, 351. But like when market moves, all these stocks, they can move really, really well. Snow, their product. Snow is holding really well as compared to any other tech stock in last few days. It has bounced well. It's not able to break out of the 34 EMA, but it's trying its best. So if it goes above 295 tomorrow, it has inside day. If you want to trade inside day, it's gonna be 305, which is $10 away. So I'll not take that. I will take only 295. Buy above 295. Stop loss is 286. And this is a 309 on Snow. And then 313. Snow has potential to do that kind of move. So if you are looking into Snow, look for these moves. Again, I'm mostly bullish because I explained my idea. Shopify. Shopify needs to break out now. Like 875 is the stop loss. If it holds 875, 913, 960, you can see, and buy near 885. This is pretty much it, my list. So we have CMG. Now, let me share the link if anybody is interested. You can come and join. You can all come and join, and then we can have a conversation. Futures are already up 45.32. Already 0.5% up, 45.34. They'll move quick now. I think Nasdaq will also be up by now. Jay, there's no point making a butterfly on a firm if you have to take straight calls, because if it's going to go up, it's going to go up really, really big. So CMG has 1526 as the area where it can find some support, because it's a consolidation from bottom in between. 1526, if it holds, it can go up to 1600. Guys, this is not about me explaining. This is all about collaboration. Now, this group has become more and more me sharing my views rather than you coming here and speaking. I want you to share your screen, discuss. It's not any like anybody wants to speak, come share your charts and speak. If you have positions, bring your charts and ask or discuss. It's not like I have to tell each and every ticker. That's not my job. I'm here to share my charts. TTD is bullish engulfing. It has covered the previous candle a hammer. Capture 34. It's showing strength, can go to 81, 82 area. Yes, Shri.
Naval, what's your thought on Peloton? Like, I have puts for tomorrow, like this week. What's your thought? Like, I have seen like a lot of put activity on this one.
I don't know about that stock, man. It's just a news-based thing which happened with Peloton. It had earnings, and they fired the CEO, and the market cheered that. And it's a very huge candle, like 25%. So if it holds 32, 33 area, it can continue its job. Otherwise, this area of 34, 35, it's a strong base right here. So I cannot be 100% sure that yes, it will come down. If market momentum is high and with acquisition news, it may not even come down. Even in the after hours, about 4% up. So you just saw the puts on the option flow, and that's why you bought this, Shri.
Yeah, Naval, I just have 30 puts for tomorrow because a lot of put activity on it. Yeah.
That's not the right way of doing it. With put activities, you need to confirm that whether those puts were sold or bought.
Okay.
Simply looking at that activity doesn't tell you anything. All right. So we have roadblocks. So as I said, roadblocks, I'm very bullish here. It needs to recapture 66. Once it does, and look, it's kind of making a base here. If it does, it can easily go back to 78. It has earnings next week, not this week, but it has a very high potential to break this channel trend line and then go up. So CMG we discussed, we have NEO. Neo is finally catching some momentum with EV mentioned by President. I think all the EV stocks, they might get some traction. If it holds 24 area, it try to fill this gap which was created. So keep an eye on this. Yes, XM was weak because crude was sold off. Crude came down from 92, 93. Right here, it's around come back here at 88. And if it holds 88, it's good. Otherwise, it will come down more. Now with CPI numbers, this can be really, really good. Krishnan, I really don't like this, that you want me to check. You can also do this. Come with your charts. And that's what I'm saying, that this interaction is to discuss, not for me to just explain things. I can check. Amazon was doing really, really good. Where are the big bets at the close? I don't see anything. Don't come with some random thoughts. There's nothing here. And when you're talking, please, like, Zoom is there to bring and do discussion, not just to view. You can view the things on the YouTube. I brought this here so that you can talk. Sophie is struggling with respect to other banks, because all the other banks, especially Bank of America, Wells Fargo, they're doing really, really good here. But Sophie needs to hold at 1150 area. It needs to recapture this 12 EMA, which is at 1230. If it does and close above it, 1350. Once it holds above this area, it will become inverted head and shoulders. And then it can bounce from there. It needs to come at least here to give a positive momentum. Square, PayPal, there's nothing in these stocks. I've been keep on saying this from last few months. Sell them every time they come up, sell them. It was like from 200, it has come down to 100. If it goes down further, I'll not be surprised. There are a few gaps which needs to be filled, which are there at 40, 50s. Those gaps are there, which needs to be filled on Square. Right now, it's consolidating. It's holding that 100 area. It's a psychological area. It might try to bounce towards 110, 113 to test the 12 EMA. But if you want to go for it, make sure that you book your longs around 113. It's not even be able to cross the 12 EMA once since last few months. Yes, Surya.
Hey Naval, do you have view on GS scalar? It's showing strength from couple of days. It captured that 12 EMA2. Yeah, it captured 34.
Zscaler is making inverted head and shoulders. So it's looking good. It can continue its move higher.
Okay.
It has captured the 12 and the 30 for both, plus making inverted head and shoulders. So it's looking really strong.
So earnings, at least in a week, I think this week might be okay to trade a bit. Right?
The earnings can be very unpredictable.
Yeah.
You might think that yes, it will do well, but anything can happen.
Okay.
And this time market is not leaving if you are missing on anything.
Right. That's good.
So keep an eye on this, but technically on chart wise, it's looking good.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Good night, Angel, David. So Kiva, Sophie is fintech, unlike traditional banks. So there is that. Sophie is not a traditional bank, I agree, but they are gaining momentum. So if you want to invest in Sophie, I will give you a thumbs up. But for a short-term trade, it's really difficult. Kiva, they are trying to sell their products. You don't need to see into black box or any other product. I use black box because it's easier to get that information, but I bring that information and validate in toss. There is positive divergence, negative divergence. If that was so clear, right? Just then they need to use their own product to make money. They should not be selling that product on Twitter. It's not easy. I've seen many times those things got busted. It's just that when market is moving in one direction, everything looks pretty good. When market is in this messed up state or volatile state, you will not find any of them working out. So better to evaluate them on the charts. You can look at the options, see whether they are bought or sold, and then make a conclusive decision from there. MD, sorry. Yes, MD.
Hi MD, आपने बोला था कि CMG it will hold at 115.20, right? But after market it went up to 15.70. It had earnings today, right?
So, like, it was closed at 1460. It can go to 1526. It's going up to 1550. In the morning, you need to see if it holds 1526 or not.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thanks, Baji.
Here, Facebook and Airbnb. Again, I'm not getting any charts from anybody and I'm feeling disappointed. We might have a morning star in Facebook. This stock is cut into half, almost half from 384 right here. There was some gap which is now filled. Now, if it bounces from here, because it's a perfect doji, if it bounces about 225, it can make a morning star, which could be really solid for a move towards 244. That's Facebook. Airbnb, I even discussed this afternoon. Airbnb can go towards 168, holding 159 as stop loss. I don't know why you buy stocks like Vayak or higher. You can speak. Has Vayak done in almost 2 years anything? Just one time it went up, and since then you are just trying to see the similar kind of move. It's not going to happen, Mr. Reddy. You need to understand there are stocks which are done. This is one of them. No point trading in them. You wanted to speak something? I've unmuted you. I can't hear anything if you're speaking. Anyone else who wants to discuss? No one? All right. Good night then. Oh, we have one. See, I'm spending my time to share what I know. I expect people to contribute here by bringing ideas and discussions. It's not one second,
Yeah.
Money. It's not an alert group. It's not a service. It's not a subscription. It's just a discussion group. Discussion means we have to collaborate. We need to speak out. We need to discuss the views. Simba, AMD, I did. Pranay, I just did Facebook. You need to just check on that. I did just a few minutes back. Yes, Mani, continue.
I'm thinking, looking at the XLF and the indexes, right? Healthcare might be a better if you're on the short side.
Healthcare, which ETF or stock?
ETF.
ETR?
Yeah.
ETR is Energy Corp. It's not the health.
No. ETF. I'll tell you 1 second. The one I was talking about is XL. Come on. XLV.
XLV is making head and shoulders. It can go down this area.
Yeah. Yeah. That was the only one I'm seeing which is on the lower side. But
Yes, and
given the
if you look this,
metrics,
it moved in this direction straight since COVID, right? Now COVID thing is almost going away. Almost, it's about like 70% now. But once that is gone, healthcare will come back. All the big healthcare moves, Johnson & Johnson, Pfizer, Moderna, they'll come down to their real valuations. That will bring down this. United Healthcare is now 500, right? That will also come down. Humana will come down. They got pumped up because of COVID in straight line, and they have not retraced back. Now, this is the first time they're going to retrace back.
So do you think taking the high flyer and taking a put on them is better, or getting onto the ETF itself on a put would be a better option? Because I'm seeing at mRNA, that guy, if it breaks 148, we can see a huge down on it. mRNA.
mRNA, I'm short since 450, and I'm just saying short this. Short every rise is short.
You can say that one helped me a lot on shorting on that. So I'm thinking whether XLV short is a better one.
You'll need to short this below 132.
Okay.
So that it can, because right now it's making a base here. It's making a base here. But if if it comes down, it confirms it. So 132, 133 area, you just need to watch out.
Awesome. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yes, Patrick.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes.
Oh, okay. DOCN, DOCN. I was wondering if you could look at.
DOCN.
Yeah, and I was wondering if you could just show me how you go about putting your Fibonacci's on here, just so I could set that up on there.
Okay, so let me just remove this because it's already busted. So first and foremost thing, I look at my regression channel and look at the nearest area. It's making a top right here. Okay, because since 133, it has only come down. And if you look at the screen, the direction of the candle is from left top towards right bottom. That's a very simple idea of defining a trend. Okay, now when you're in the downtrend, you need to check how would you place Fibonacci extensions, or you're going to do Fibonacci retracements. In this case, I'm going to do Fibonacci retracements, not the extensions.
Could you just explain the difference?
Fibonacci extension you should do when you have a continuation in the upside.
Okay.
And retracements when you see that how much it can bounce from the current fall. Okay. So right now, this was the latest area where it tested this channel area. I'm going to pick up and I'm going to bring it to the lows here.
Because it's closest to the purple. That's why you're picking that one.
No, it's the lowest one.
No, I mean on the top though.
Top, it was the closest. It was the highest, the last highest towards the channel.
The last highest, you wouldn't pick like the two before it were higher, and like were
No,
the
because they are still far away from the channel. Either I would
Okay.
take this one
okay.
or I would take this one. So I'll start from here and see if the candles are being respected by this channel or not. So let's see. Right here at 23, which is a little hard resistance area, you see it's getting some resistance, and once it crossed, it jumped to 38, but it failed here, came back and held this area. So it means I'm on the right track.
Okay.
That's how I create. In case I'm not doing right, I will go back here. I will pick up this one because this is the next one, and I'll click here, bring the same value here, and check
And you just see which one matches better then.
which one is better or which one like giving me a better outcome, and that's how I use it.
Okay. So you just
And-
test a couple of them and then you figure out which one you want to use then. Yeah.
Yes, and regression channel gives me a better selection area, which like candle should I pick. Otherwise, it's always going to be a open question. Should I pick this one? Should I pick this one? Should I pick this one?
So let me ask you, say you're going on the uptrend and it's like goes on an uptrend for a long time. Where do you start the regression from? Like
I go back like 2 years, 3 years since the. Let me pick up something.
yeah.
Let me see. Tesla. You see, Tesla, I have been going back to July of 2020. Since then, it's going, you see, and I've not changed anything since then.
How did you go about like picking the beginning for that?
I started at this time and then I just left it continued for the
Okay.
future. It's there for future now. I'm not changing it. It's the magic of this regression channel is, you see, it got rejected right here. Exactly when it came here, it got rejected.
Okay. So is it like the Fibonacci where if you're doing it brand new, you just try a couple and see where it's matching up then?
You need to try that.
Yeah. No, I'm saying if I was doing this brand new on my own, I would just try a couple like you did with the Fibonacci and then see where the peaks line up and whatnot.
Yes, but I would recommend create a regression channel. It's a default regression channel. Just add a couple of more coefficients. If you see right here, these are a couple of more coefficients which I've added. 1, -1, 1.5, 0.5, which gives you these additional trend lines. I've colored them just to understand that yes, they are on the upside, on the downside. That's it. But they give you a very clear picture that yes, it's coming here and I need to take a decision. And I made a Fibonacci extension right here. See, it came close to this channel trend line. I used it, it bounced, and I kept it there. And since then it's there. And look at 929. It was there since April. Has been a very tough area to cross. 845, tough area. And if you look here, in this area, 733, 686, 686 area, how much it struggled here. And I've not changed it.
Now, when the stock's in a downtrend like that back then was, how long do you let it go before you would go in on the?
If it goes away from this channel totally out, then I will try to change the trend.
Yeah, like when something's going in a downtrend, I guess, like you, and you like that last one that you were on dock end.
Yes, the
How
last
long
one.
would you, how long would you wait before you got in, like going long? Like it started to go up, but how long do you like let it base, I guess, or
See, in case of Dawkins, if I have to go long in this stock, right, I would like to see consolidation, which is happening right here. And I would like to see some good number of dodgies on weekly basis.
okay?
If you have weekly dodgies, right now it has a weekly morning star. That's why it's continuing. If you have weekly dodgy, it totally means that yes, the downtrend has been completed. It cannot go further down. But here you have a morning star, which is another positive or bullish candle pattern on the weekly, and it's moving up. But I'm sure on the daily, there must be a weekly here, dodgy here, somewhere here. So you start making dodgies, dodgies, dodgies. It's not a big dodgy, but yes, there's a dodgy. There's a dodgy. Once you have more dodgies, that means the trend is changing. The current trend is getting over or near to over.
And just before last question, I guess, the dodgies, what, how do you define that?
Dodgy is simple like this candle. There's very minimal body, like something like this.
Okay, and that's just showing that they try to go up, they try to go down, and it just didn't.
They're confused, like they don't know whether to go up, they need to go down. They are confused.
Okay.
So when you're coming from top to bottom and get confused, and you have multiple of them, I'll show you this one is pretty good on ES. And that will give you a very clear picture. Let me remove the volume here. Look right here. It was 4,800, 4,780. Dodgy, 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 dodgy. It was telling that, yes, I'm getting exhausted. I don't know what to go from here. And then bang, down, 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 down. And then dodgy. Here again, dodgy. So from top, it came down again. Whenever you see dodgy, it means it's getting exhausted. The current trend is getting exhausted.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Hi, Surya.
Hey, Naval, one quick question. So when you guys buy options, right? How do you define stop losses?
I define stop losses based on 30-minute candle close.
Okay.
I have my watch list, right? And I have a stop loss. If it closes below this price on a 30-minute candle close, I get out.
But how do you convert that into the option price? That was
I don't convert that into option price. Whatever option price is at that moment, I take that. I don't
see.
place 10%, 20% options. No.
Okay. Yeah,
I
because
just,
sometimes I see you say, okay, $2 is my stop loss. So that's when I was confused. Like, how did you come up with that number?
I just consider this and calculate at that time what's the stop loss.
I see.
And once I'm in profit, I don't care about the stop loss. I keep on moving up.
Got it. Yeah, that makes sense. Thank you.
Yes, Shashank.
Hey Naval, I just shared my chart on for Microsoft on Telegram, but we can go over here. I just have one question that do you think that's head and shoulders for whatever the month period that is being consolidated on Microsoft Daily?
Microsoft on monthly basis, you're saying?
No, I'm looking at the daily.
Daily, it's head and shoulders. I don't
Yeah.
see head and shoulders here.
That part, like
You send it on Telegram?
yeah. I'm not sure if that can be considered as head and shoulders. I just want to reconfirm. Yeah.
No, this is not head and shoulder.
Okay. Cool.
Danny, I see. Possibly, but it can also break out from here, Danny. But it needs, like, for you, it needs to break down below here. For me, if it breaks out, I'm positive. So it's on a verge where we can go in either side. Thank you for this. Earl, mic was not working. Wanted thoughts on Z. Z, would you wait for preliminary? Let it come around 12 EM so that you can have a better put value. It has already cut into half and I don't see any positive momentum in Zillow. So let it come higher so that you can have a fair value on the puts. All. Yes, Nagesh.
Naval, do you expect like a sell-off tomorrow, second half of the day because anticipation of the CPI data?
I have no idea. That's, if I knew, I would have already, like, I can buy puts at that moment, become multi-millionaire.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Nobody knows that.
And also the CPI data, right? So they're expecting below, last time December, it gave 7. And then this time, if it is below 7.3, it would be bullish, right?
No, it's still making all-time highs. It's still making newer highs. It's just that market is looking for something to cheer. So if it comes below 7.3, yes, you're going to get thumbs up. If it comes above 7.3, you will get decimated. So this market is going to be very nervous with the data. So tomorrow, if you're getting some good move on the upside in the morning, make sure you either hedge your positions while going home or you book. I will be very minimum to go long unless I have clarity on the CPI. All right.
Thank you, Naval. Bye.
No problems. All right, guys, it's already 11:40. If anyone else has something, let me know. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks, Kusi. Thanks, Vivek. I am new to your bit. Thanks, Purge. Hopefully, like, whatever I'm sharing is meaningful to all of you. Yes, MD.
Bhai, can you check Novax?
It's a sell company.
Okay.
Just sell them.
Okay.
They should
thank
not
you.
be trading at these valuations. Look at them like 2 years back. They were like less than $3. You can still bring them down. There's a very big gap which needs to be filled. 25. Sell these companies. Every moment you see, just sell them. All right. Okay, MD.
Thank you. Bhai.
No problems. Good night.